Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. I want to give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the Drive Thru, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, as we deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on for tonight. All right, we got James Clark with us. Chris Ruffolo as co-host. Ninos in the center today. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it is Tony Brown, Big Al McMordie, and Alex Martin. Here's how they're going to line up for this evening. We've got Smart, McMordie, Brown, Ninos, Ruffolo, Clark, and then I will close this one out. All right, Chris, ready for this big card? You're on mute.
There we go.
There we go.
That should be a lot better. Sorry. I sounded a lot better with the volume on mute, but it's a quality over quantity card tonight for college hoops. But still, I think it's like that across the board. But I'm loving it. I love a lot of the plays on action, especially a lot of plays on Drive Thru.
Me too. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get the show started. Let's welcome Alex Smart to the Drive Thru. You find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Alex, what's happening?
Looking at some college basketball tonight, and we're looking at that Colgate Pittsburgh game. And just an injury note here. And a line note that's kind of important. If Femi Udukle plays tonight, and once again, I butcher everybody's name, so don't worry about it, guys. It's anyway, we know we're talking about the point guard with Pittsburgh. He is questionable for tonight, but heard some reports that he may see a limited time if he does play. So that's of consequence here. We haven't seen enough line move to indicate that completely, but I see some hooks around the board at 3.5, so maybe there is. And anyway, to make a long story short, Colgate's one of those teams. I know they're a Patriot League team. They don't have the same brand name as Pittsburgh, and I know Pittsburgh's been uptrending over the last couple of years, but they're still not back to where they were maybe in the 90s. So we've got the situation here where it's not far-fetched to think that Colgate can come right in here, with an explosive offense and take down Pittsburgh, which showing inconsistency defensively all season long. I'm looking for a bunch of three-pointers from Colgate, a lot of assists, a lot of ball movement, and it's dizzying. Entertaining to watch, guys, so watch this game and watch Colgate float to a win over a bigger brand name, bigger conference program.
All right, Alex here on Colgate laying 3.5 against Pittsburgh. All right, Chris, while we saw Pitt fall to the Citadel and Maryland, Baltimore County.
Trying to think of a clever toothbrush thing with Colgate. All I could think of was that they could brush aside Pitt tonight, but that's about it. Because I think that Alex is right. Brand name is the only thing really playing into Pitt's favor here. But realistically, I think this is the worst Power 6 team in the country in Pitt. We've seen them lose winnable games. They've turned winnable games into outright losses. I think Colgate wins this one tonight easily. They took NC State to the wire on the road. No reason they can't do that and beat Pittsburgh here. All
right, we've got, Colgate won at Syracuse, and they did lose by 3 at NC State, so they got they played some really good games this year for Colgate, and they do put up a lot of points this season. I saw they average about 80 points a game. So Alex here in Colgate laying 3.5 against Pittsburgh. This one will have a start time of 8 Eastern Time over on ACC Network. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where Alex doing fantastic work this season in the NFL. 766 units of profit from the NFL this season, also showing profit in college hoops. All right, Alex, over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight, we've got that NFL game tonight between Pittsburgh and Minnesota. We got NBA on the board as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
So we've got that Pittsburgh Steelers and Vikings game. Can the Vikings come back after some really bad performances, and can Pittsburgh continue to pick up momentum here and possibly get themselves in the playoffs? If that's your answer tonight, with a side selection. And we've got some NBA action, totals action, and we have that Seton Hall, Texas game too.
Nice.
And from basketball, that's going to be an interesting game, and we'll spell out a lot of sort of future information for us going forward here this season.
All right, guys, get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers: 766 units of profit, also showing profit in college basketball this season, 390 units of profit. It's fully documented over at Pick Dog Trim, so pay a visit and take a look at Alex's profile page and the plays there are listed there on his profile page. So you can check out all the plays he's made there. It all adds up to numbers you see here. 766 units of profit, NFL documented. Tonight, well, Alex has his NFL Thursday Nighter, Side Blast, Steelers and Vikings. He's got also sharp money late steam play tonight from the NBA. He's going into hoops action as well. Hurry up and get that hoops action. It starts bottom of the hour, Texas and Seton Hall. Or if you prefer, just go ahead and get a long-term pass from Alex. That 7-day all sports pass will get you every play from Alex here for 7 days. Get you all his NBA, college hoops, NHL, of course, week 14 of the NFL. So get on board with Alex Smart over at Pick Dog Spin with those long-term passes. You can add a second capper with 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Alex, it's always great having you show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you next week. Hopefully sometime we can catch you on those weekend shows because a lot of the Drive Thru cappers contribute to the morning shows with Mitch and company on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, maybe we'll do something with some as the college bowls start up.
Beautiful. All right, Alex, have a great night. We'll talk next week.
Okay. Nice seeing you. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, Alex Smart here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue our coverage here. We're joined with Chris as we'll continue on and go ahead and welcome to the show. Big Al McMordie. You'll find him over at Pick Dog Spin where he does fantastic work this season. Let's go ahead and bring Al in right now. Al, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing trying to keep warm. We're getting some rain today. It's been a while.
It started last night here. I had to go out and cover the outdoor furniture. So. Doesn't happen often in Southern Cal, Tony. But.
Yeah, that's really tough work out here, Chris. Having to cover that outdoor furniture when we get the rain here.
You know what? I don't want to hear it. We've got 6 inches of snow, and I know it's early, but like right now we're dealing with it right now. It's you know what? The funny thing is, it's supposed to be 65 or 70 here on Saturday, which is weird. But I'll take it. Melt all the snow. I don't need a white Christmas.
All right, here we go. All right, we'll get started here with the game tonight at 8:30 Eastern time. It's the Spurs to host the Nuggets. San Antonio laying 2, total 215.5.
Yeah, these two teams met earlier this year. Denver got a 6-point victory in that ball game. San Antonio did cover the spread, and even though this is San Antonio's worst team since 1997, they are 13-10 against the spread this year. So it's just another one of those years for a Greg Popovich coach team. They just they don't always beat the Vegas number, but they've probably been the best team against the spread over the past 25 years or so. And when I'm going to look at this game, and I think San Antonio has a number of advantages. One is that Denver played last night. They had to go to overtime to win that game, 120-114. And historically, San Antonio's been very good against unrested opponents. They're 105-76 against the spread in that situation. Another thing that San Antonio is very good at is playing at home with revenge, 33-13 against the spread. And then Denver is horrible on the road off a point spread win, and especially if their opponent failed to cover the spread by 10 or more points in its previous game. In that situation, Denver is 6-28 against the spread. All of this adds up to a San Antonio win and cover. I'm going to lay the 2 points, guys.
All right, Big Al McMordie here. Going to go ahead and lay the 2 here with the San Antonio Spurs laying 2 here against the Denver Nuggets. All right, Chris, looking here at this game, I've not been happy with the Nuggets play. Defensively, not been sharp here in a back-to-back spot. One key note here with the Spurs, they do get a key player back in. Devin Vassell will play in this game, upgraded to probable.
Yeah, I think there's only so much, I've said this before, that Nikola Jokic can do for the Nuggets, and we're starting to see those inconsistencies showing. I mean, it's been win 1, lose 1 for the Nuggets lately, and the Spurs 5-1 against the number of their last 6. I think they keep it going here. I like the Spurs and the points win up to outright as well.
Yeah, I like the Spurs as well. When you look at the Nuggets here in back-to-backs, they're giving up 5 points above overall average, failing to cover 3 of those 4 back-to-back spots. We've got Al here on Spurs -2 against the Nuggets. This one will have a start time of 8:30 Eastern time over on NBA League Pass channel. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Print. Well, McMordie for 2021, 2,913 units of profit. Tonight we got that big Steelers-Vikings game. Of course, played the Super Bowl some time ago. And of course, we've got the NBA and hockey. What do you have going on over? We were live for that game. What do you have going on?
So I was in grade school, and I actually bet on Minnesota in that game because I grew up in Pittsburgh, and of course I had to be contrarian, and I had to go against all the kids at school and take the Vikings, and yeah, I lost. But the Vikings actually were one of my favorite teams back then. Alan Page and Chuck Foreman and Tarkenton. I really liked the Vikings. Anyway, that's before most people's time. Today we're going to have a big play on this Vikings-Steelers game. It's my NFL Thursday Night Football game of the month. I've also already posted my Monday Night Football total of the month, so folks can get on that game before the number moves. And then I've got 2 college basketball and 1 hockey, and also a terrific play in the NBA tonight out of the 26-2 ATS angle. So folks can go to Pick Dogs Premium and also join for a week or 30 days for the long term.
That's right. Long term is the way to go, guys. Get on board with Big Al McMordie. See the numbers for 2021. 2,913 units of profit. Big Al is showing profit in the NFL this season. College football, NHL, NBA as well. So get on board with Big Al McMordie over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight. Well, he's got his plays up there for you, but as we talked about before, that 3, 7, and 30-day All Sports Pass is your best bet to get all of Al's plays for that time period. You know, that 30-day All Sports Pass will pretty much cover you for the bowl season all the way to January 8th with that 30-day All Sports Pass. Every play from Big Al McMordie from the NFL. We got college football, NBA, NHL. Even we'll get into near the end of the NFL regular season with that 30-day All Sports Pass from Big Al McMordie. Get on board with that. You can also add a second capper with a 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. Don't mention Minnesota, man. They broke my heart as a kid because I was a Ram fan.
Oh, you're a Ram fan? Oh,
as a kid.
Tony, how old are you?
57.
Okay, I didn't realize you were older than I am. Yeah, I'm 55, almost 56, so same era.
Yeah, same era. And just still remember that. That could have been the Rams in there against the Steelers back in the day. But just too many.
Vince Ferragamo. That was a great game.
Oh yeah,
Swan and Stallworth.
Oh yeah, we were up at halftime. I was feeling great in the second half.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Brown made a big mistake on defense, and that screwed that gave it that big play.
Yeah, Stallworth was brilliant in that game. Okay, sure. I'll talk to you guys next week.
Like next week. Big Al McMordie here on the Drive Thru, here joined with Chris Ruffolo. Of course, reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show. And that morning show gets started at 11 a.m. Eastern time. You got Mitch, you got Rod Zawacki, you got Brian Bittler, Joe Madden as well. And of course, hey, sign up for that YouTube members VIP from that morning crew. From great value there when you follow the link below and get signed up. Of course, we're here with the Drive Thru Monday through Friday. And of course, it all gets started at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, we always ask for your help, guys. Those likes, those thumbs up, Chris, really helps us out.
Absolutely, Tony, it does, because at the end of the day, the people that give us those likes, that support the Pick Dogs family, you guys are the ones we do this for. So, and the Sports Chat Plays family as well. So definitely keep those likes, those thumbs up coming in, because without you guys, like I said, there is no Pick Dogs, there is no Sports Chat Plays. We're only going to get bigger and better from here, and to show you guys how much we appreciate that love and support. 150 likes, I'll get you my touchdown prop for tonight's Thursday Night Football matchup.
That's right, guys. Get those likes up for us, guys. Get to 150. Let's get that play from Chris Ruffolo. All right, let's continue on here on the Drive-Thru. We're going to welcome in Tony Brown. We're going up to Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome in Tony Brown tonight. Tony, how's it going?
Good. How you guys doing out there?
It's going great. Going great. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern time to the ice as the Blue Jackets will host the Ducks. About 110 each side, total 5.5.
Yeah, this game is basically a pick 'em, and I'm going to pick the Ducks. The home ice advantage is the only advantage for the Blue Jackets, and it won't be enough tonight. The Ducks are 4-1 the last 5 against the Blue Jackets in this series, and the Blue Jackets just basically can't play defense. Like, they have 1 win in the last 6 games. In those 6 games, they've given up 3 goals or more in every game, including 2 4-goal and 2 6-goal games. So that's why they've only won once. I mean, you can't stop anyone right now. I hate to be an armchair quarterback. I couldn't do it, but I mean, we're betting on the game, and I'm not going to the window saying I like to give up the team that's giving up 30 goals in 6 games. That's way too much. And the Ducks just have their number. 4-1 in the last 5 games. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Look for the Ducks to take the win on the money line on the road for my NHL free pick.
All right, Tony Brown here on the Anaheim Ducks. $1.10 here against Columbus. All right, Chris, when you look at Columbus, this is definitely a team that's struggling here, losing, 5 of 6.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing was, I liked back in Columbus at home where they were playing their best hockey because, Elvis Merzlikins, after the unfortunate passing of his teammate in the offseason, said he was going to look up to the banner or look up to the rafters and play well at home every time he saw that number. And it's been like that, but the Jackets are struggling right now. The Ducks playing just some fantastic hockey, overachieving, but for us, the betting window, we don't care. I'll keep taking the Ducks as long as they keep performing well. Absolutely. Give me the Ducks at a coin flip price in this one.
Ducks laying 110 against Columbus. This one will have a start time of 7 Eastern Time, NHL Center Ice package. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Prim, where Tony Brown is, man, he is on fire on the ice. 1,723 units of profit. That's all documented over at Pick Dogs Prim. Of course, when you go over to the profile page, you can check out Tony's record there. All his plays are there documented. You can see every play. It's fully transparent. Of course, tonight over at Pick Dogs Premium tonight, we got action on the board. NBA, we've got 3 games from the NBA. We also have that big Steelers and Vikings game. Of course, big card from the NHL. What do you have going on over at Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium?
We have a 5-pack tonight. Like you said, we're up 1,700 units in the NHL. We're on fire in the NHL. We said it when the NHL started. I couldn't wait. It was like Christmas coming early for me. This is my favorite sport to cap, and the results speak for themselves. We've been knocking it out. So we have 3 big plays in the NHL on the ice tonight. We got 2 plays in the NBA, and of course, we got the Thursday night football game. You can get them individually, or you can get the 5-pack and cash big at the window.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers, 1,723 units of profit. Also showing profit in college hoops this season. He's showing great profit here in the past 30 days, over 1,300 units of profit. Showing profit past 7 days, of course, yesterday as well. Tony Brown has a 5-pack going on right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. Affordably priced at $44.99. You can get on board with that, but better yet, why not just go ahead and get that long-term pass from Tony Brown? You see the numbers here. Get that 1-month all-sports pass from Tony. You'll get pretty much the entire bowl game covered, because this 1-month pass will take you to January 8th. You'll get all his NHL, all his NBA, of course, his NFL late season plays, as well as we get towards the end of the regular season here with that 1-month all-sports pass, as well as NBA. All right, Tony Brown, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We will talk with you next week. And I know you contribute to the weekend show, and I believe you'll be also contributing to the hockey show that will be debuting soon.
Yeah, Joe Madden is starting a new hockey show, and she is looking for some cappers. So, of course, we're tearing it up. I'm going to email her later, and I'll be contributing to that. And I'll be contributing to the lights. If we reach the light goal, not only will Chris give you something, I'm going to give you another Friday Night Lights pick that's been lights out ever since we've been doing it.
That's right. That's right. Ever since you started with that Raider money line, right? That Monday Night Football game against the Raiders.
Right. So if you hit us with our light goal, we appreciate those lights. Whatever. On top of that, I'm going to chime in tomorrow with a Friday Night Lights pick for you guys. Free, no problem.
All right. Very good. Thanks, Tony. Have a great night. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, Tony Brown here on the Drive Thru. All right, let's continue on with the coverage. Joined here by Chris. Speaking of our goal, light goal, where are we at on it?
Catch me as I'm just pulling it up right now. But we got 64 likes. We're at 175 people watching. So we're once again at that point where if everybody that's watching just hit the like button, and you guys already have that those free plays for tonight's action. So don't wait. Get those likes in, and we'll get you those plays during the recap.
We'll get your plays, guys. Let's get those thumbs up. Let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Take a break, Chris. We're bringing El Ninos in here for his segment. El, what's going on?
Going all right here. How are you?
Good. All right, here we go. NBA came in with a nice winner last night with the Pacers. Tonight we got the 76ers here to host the Jazz. Both teams on back-to-backs, but the Jazz here laying 3, total 216.
Yeah, they are headed to Philadelphia here after blowing the Timberwolves out 136-104 in Minnesota last night. The Sixers will have the home court advantage, but did play in Charlotte last night as well, which takes away from that advantage a little bit, especially on the back-to-back. This should be a pretty good matchup if Joel Embiid can get going against Rudy Gobert. If not, it's going to be a long night for Philadelphia. Sixers do have the better forwards and center. Probably Embiid is probably the best player on the court tonight. But Utah definitely has the better, more versatile guards. Seth Curry is a great shooter, but he doesn't give you too much else other than that. Maxi's a decent point guard, but neither of those guys are on Mike Conley or Donovan Mitchell's level. Expect Utah's guards to dictate the pace of the game tonight, and the bigs to do what they have to do to get the job done. Utah also has the deeper team with the better bench. They also get Whiteside back, who didn't play last night, so he should be rested for this one. And also, very importantly in this situation, the Jazz starters took care of business early in their game, so they didn't have to play as many minutes late in that game and got a little more rest, and we'll have slightly fresher legs tonight. So these are 2 huge advantages that we got going for us in this situation. I'm laying the points with the Jazz here.
All right, Al Ninos is going to lay the points here with the Jazz. Utah Jazz laying 3 here against the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm with you there. When you look at the Jazz's win streak, 5 straight in a row. In those 5 games, they're averaging 129 points per 100 possessions, tops in offensive efficiency. A lot better than the offensive production here from the Philadelphia in their recent games. Remember, they failed to cover 5 of 7. Their offensive numbers are 105 per 100 possessions. So I see the offensive advantage here for the Jazz. I'm with you here. Utah laying 3 on the road here. It's always tough to win in Philadelphia. It's a big road spot here, but I'm with you there on that game. Of course, this one will have a start time of 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I believe that one is your game on NBA TV. If it's not, it should be. If it's not, I'll get it put up right now here. This game is your game on NBA. It's the Utah, Philadelphia, and that's the only one on NBA TV tonight because there's no late start tonight. So it's that's your game on NBA TV. All right, Ninos, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. Well, we got the big game tonight, Steelers and Vikings. We've got 3 games from the NBA, big NHL card, and some college hoops as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
You know, it was a huge NHL card, as you said. Lots of great games in it, too. But found just actually one play that stood above the rest. So I picked that one out for my 3-pack with my play on tonight's football game and my best NBA bet. And I also have a college basketball pick sold separately that I couldn't squeeze into that 3-pack. So hop on a long-term pass, get all 4 plays, or get the sport you like and go with that. And yeah, or hop on the long-term pass again, or 2-for-1 capper deals, even better deal. Pair me up with your other favorite capper.
That's right, guys. Got on board here with Al Ninos. You see the numbers here from the NHL: 793 units of profit. That's all documented over at Pick Dogs from Al Ninos there on the site. And of course, tonight we got that big NHL card going on. And of course, you can get on board with Al's long-term passes. He has that 3, 7, and 30-day Al Sports Pass. Go long-term with Al. You can try him out with that 7-day All Sports Pass. Try him out for 7 days. All his NBA, all his NHL, college football, NFL for the 7 days. And of course, you can, by the end of 7 days, you can also make the upgrade to the longer term passes that Al has over on his site. He's got a yearly pass. He also separates the sports by season, NBA, NHL as well as football. And Al's also showing profit this year in the NBA, 239 units of profit from Al Ninos over there at Pick Dogs Premium. And as well, the past 7 days, 434 units of profit returned. All right, Al, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll be talking soon.
All right, Tony. Looking forward to it. See you next time.
All right, Al Ninos here on the Drive Thru. Let's continue here with our coverage. I'll bring in Chris, and we'll get rolling here. Before we do, Chris, where are we at with our like goal?
Let's see here. Let me pull it up, and we are at 97 likes. So we're about 2/3 of the way there. Still got to get another 53 likes, but we still got some time to do it. So get those likes coming in, but I'm sure we will get there.
Oh yeah, we do. We have your segment. We got James Clark. So, James Clark will be covering the Steelers and Vikings. We have a pick from that game, so stay tuned for that. And guys, right now we're going to start with Chris. It's Chris's turn, front and center here. We're going over to the NBA as the Grizzlies will be hosting the Lakers. The Lakers now a 4-point favorite, total 223.5.
Yeah, and it seems weird to say, but the Grizzlies, are they a better team overall without Ja Morant in the lineup? Absolutely not. But the defense has gotten better. You know, you look at since Ja Morant's been out of the lineup, you know, they've been giving up 105 points per game. They've held 4 different teams below 91 points in that stretch. And, you know, over that stretch that Morant's been out of the lineup, the Grizzlies are the best team in the NBA in terms of net rating, plus 19.7 points per 100, and defensive rating allowing just 94 points per 100 possessions over that span. And, you know, you could argue that maybe Memphis is the side to take here with the points, considering over that stretch they've been 5-1 against the number. The thing is as you know, as up and down as the Lakers have been, they've also been playing pretty decent defense. You know, the eighth best defense in terms of defensive efficiency in the NBA, but they're also 26th in the NBA, putting up just 106.5 points per 100 possessions. The shooting's just not there for the Lakers, and this is a Lakers team that I'm not trying to back with any sort of consistency as well. But what I do think we have here is I think we have an under matchup. I could see this being the first to 110 wins. And I think we got like I said, I think we got an under that's going to cash tonight. So I'll take the Lakers and Grizzlies under the number. Leave it set at 222.5.
All right, we got Chris looking here at the under here with the Grizzlies and the Lakers under 223.5. Now, what I did, Chris, is I brought up the numbers with LeBron back in the lineup here. And when you look at LeBron back in the 3 games from his injury, the Lakers are averaging 120 points per 100 possessions, a net rating of plus 13.2.
Yeah, and I mean, it's to be expected when you get one of the best players, arguably the best player in the league, back in the lineup, you're going to see an uptick. But again, I think that the Grizzlies' best chance to have any shot in this game is to keep the Lakers at their level. And what they've been doing is bringing teams down to the level to compensate for the loss of John Morant. And I think tonight's going to be no different. Even if the Lakers hit that mark again, or hit around 115, 120, to keep the Grizzlies under 100, without Morant in the lineup, wouldn't surprise me either. But either way, I don't think we're going to see either team contribute to a total to get us to 223.5 in this one.
Yeah, they also have cluster injuries from their bench. In Merrill, Anderson, questionable. Clark also with knee soreness. Although I would expect with knee soreness, he did already. Clark may return, but no concern there with the bench here from Memphis.
Well, I mean, injuries obviously are always going to take points out of the lineup, and it's going to force other guys to step up. But like you said, Anderson, a key contributor in a role spot for the Grizzlies. If he's out of the lineup, we've seen a bunch of injuries, like you said, on the bench for the Grizzlies. It's only going to put an increased strain on guys throughout the lineup that are playing tonight. Like I said, I think this is just going to be a slower paced game. You don't want to get in a running gun spot with an athletic team like the Warriors, even if we're seeing LeBron get a little bit older. These are still teams that can run up and down the floor. So I think under 223.5. Probably given the state of where these two teams want to end up at the end of this game, I'd say it's probably the safer bet for me here.
All right, Chris here on Memphis and LA Lakers under 223. This one will have a start time of 8 p.m. Eastern time. You can watch this one over on NBA League Pass channel. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. Well, as you know, we have a NFL game, standalone game night from the NFL. It's the Vikings and the Steelers. And, of course, we got those three from the NBA. Big card from the AHL and some college hoop. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, whale bet Wednesday yesterday. It turns out that there were sharks in the water. We got beat up a little bit yesterday, but that's fine because, it takes the bad days to appreciate the good days. I think that's what we got going tonight. I had my 5-pack go off the board with the Seton Hall, Texas game at 6:30. So what I did was I kind of rejigged everything around. I've got a 6-pack up tonight. I rarely do 6-packs, but that's how confident I am that we're going to have a winning night tonight. I got 4 plays from the hardwood. My favorite 2 NHL plays from tonight's action that you can only get here or be able to pass. So definitely take advantage of those because, like I said, I think we got a great winning night tonight. That's up there for $44.95. Or we always talk about it long term, 3 days, 7 day, 30 day. All the way up to a year. These are when the sports start bleeding together, and this is when you get the most bang for your buck. Got college football. It's a small call. It's only the Army-Navy game this weekend, but still, it's got tons of NFL. A big college hoops card, tons of value there, as well as the 2-for-1 capper deal, season passes. It's all there for you at Pick Dogs. Go over and check it out.
That's right, guys. Got on board here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got his Drive Thru number 6 combo. Number 6 combo is a 6-pack right there from Chris Ruffolo. Get on board his 6 best bets tonight. Thursday's night action, college basketball card as well. Slam dunks there. His best bets from the ice. So get on board here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium with his 6-pack right now going on over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, you can take those winnings, go long term with Chris. Talking about that month pass right now. Great time with all these sports overlapping. That 1 month all sports pass is a fantastic value. 1 month of plays from Chris. That takes you pretty much all the way into bowl season till January 8th. You get a lot of your NFL through regular season, NBA, college hoops, NHL. Good time to get on board with Chris Ruffalo over at Pick Dogs Premium with that 1 month all sports pass. So let's continue on here with the drive through. I'm pretty sure we're approaching our like goal.
Yeah, I think so as well. But just to be safe, let's check. We've got 130 likes. We still got 20 to go, but guys, we're going to get there by the end. Just make sure you hit that like button. They said there's 221 people watching. All we got to have is 20 more people hit it. So definitely get those likes in.
Definitely do so. All right, let's continue on in the drive-thru. We promise you a pick from Thursday Night Football. We got it here from our man James Clark. James, what's happening?
Not much, guys. How are y'all tonight?
It's going great. All right, here we go. Thursday Night Football. Vikings, the host of Steelers, 8:15 Eastern Time on Fox. Vikings laying 3.5, total 44.5.
Guys, you look at this game, I think a lot of this game has to go by, last week. Steelers off a big win against the Ravens. Minnesota off a bad loss against Detroit. And, I look at this game. I like the Steelers on the money line at plus 150 here. You look 9 of the last 10 games that the Vikings was favored. They haven't covered a spread. They've lost 6 of their last 7 games in December. This Viking teams, when it's a close game, they're 4-7 in close games. Pittsburgh's are 6-1 on one. when you're going into the fourth quarter into a close game. So, I think, Pittsburgh, a lot of tonight's got to be on Big Ben. If Big Ben plays like he did last week, and I look for him too because, he ain't going to have too many more shots to make it to the playoff and have a chance to win a Super Bowl. Not saying I think they're a Super Bowl team, but definitely could get in the playoffs here. And, and he knows it too. So I look, one more win, back-to-back wins. That big win last week against the Ravens, I think boosted their confidence. And I think they come in tonight and get a win off of a Minnesota team, that's got injuries. You don't know if Dalvin Cook's going to play or not, and there are a couple receivers out. I know Thielen's out, Johnson's out. And, I know Steelers got a few guys out too, but, their main core is pretty much there as an offense anyway. So I look for the Steelers to win tonight's game, guys.
All right, we got James Clark here on the Steelers money line here, plus 150 against the Vikings. All right, Chris, we're looking at this one here. I'll make one note here about the Steelers. Their past couple of games on the road, they give quite a bit of points, but 41 at Cincinnati, 41 at the Chargers. You got to respect that play from Minnesota at home. No one's talking about this game where they beat the Packers.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely. I think that the key to this tonight is Dalvin Cook. I think he is probable to go in this one, but I still like the value personally of the Steelers with the points. I think this is a close game. I think it's a field goal game, whichever way you slice it. I tried to get myself to the money line. I didn't know if I could get there just yet, but I like I said, I do like the value with the points. I think this is going to be a close game between two teams that definitely need the win playoff on.
Yeah, I did cross from 3 to 3.5 this afternoon, James. So we are seeing some movement here on the Vikings, though.
Yeah, if you look, the numbers when it first come out, I think come out at 4.5, and then it's dropped down to 3, now back up to 3.5. So there are some movements, on the Vikings. If like I said, in close games, and like Chris even said, I think this is going to be a close game, and I think it is too. That's why I look at the Steelers in close games, 6-1-1, Vikings 4-7 in close game. Kirk Cousins prime time, on TV, he usually chokes, and I look for him to choke tonight, especially if he ain't got Cook back there to keep handing the ball to.
All right, James here on Pittsburgh here on the money line, Steelers money line, plus 150 against the Vikings. This one will have a start time of 8:15 Eastern time. This one is over on Fox. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Prim, where James is doing great work in college football. We'll have a college football game this week with Army-Navy. Then the bowl games start a week from Saturday. So looking forward to that. Of course, tonight over at Pick Dodge Prim, we've got that. We got a Monday Night Football game. Of course, we got 3 from the NBA. We've got some college hoops. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I have an NBA play on the NFL game tonight. And also, I got 3 college basketball games that I really like, guys. It comes as a 5-pack. It's a Thursday 5-pack money stack. You can get all 5 of those plays, or you can get my 3 college basketball plays. I went 2-1 last night in college basketball. If you want to get those plays and profit off those 3, or like I say, get all 5 of them. Let's go 5-0 or 3-0, guys, and then update 3-7 or the 30-day guys are, like I say all the time, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do on the site and on the show tonight. So if you want to team me up with any of them, we'll put some money in your pockets, guys. And also, I know we're going to get to the light goal. I'm going to throw in a first touchdown, just where guys keep hitting the thumbs up. And I know we got our light goal. I'm pretty sure we got 20 likes by now. I'm going to throw us a first touchdown that I really like.
All right, that's James Clark. We'll get you an NFL prop here. We get to that like goal. Of course, get on board with James Clark over at Pick Dogs Premium. He calls it his Thursday 5-pack money stack. His 3 college basketball, NFL, and NBA best bets of the day are yours. When you go over to Pick Dogs Premium, you pick up that 5-pack money stack from James Clark. You can also upgrade to a 1-month all sports pass with James. Of course, we talked about this with that 1-month pass because it's such a great value right now with all these sports overlapping. I know James covers the 4 major sports. Pretty much cover your bowl season, right? It'll take you all the way to January 8th. Of course, you got your NFL to the regular season, college hoops, NBA with that 1-month all sports pass. Your best value right now over at Pick Dogs Premium get on board with James Clark right now and make some dough, because James is really doing some great work here over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, James, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you a little bit later here on the recap, but I know you do contribute to the weekend shows.
Yeah, guys, I'll be on Sunday. This Sunday, you know, last week I was on Saturday and Sunday. This weekend I'll be on Sunday. You know, I always have a awesome time being on a show on the weekends. I always have, you know, the best cappers in the world. Like I say all the time, they'll be there. So join us, guys, and give out some great picks and some winners.
That's right. Get some winners on the weekend show. Those weekend shows begin at 10 a.m. each time. Many of the Drive Thru cappers contribute there with their picks for the weekend action. I know Saturday's a multi-sport. You may get an Army Navy. You'll get some NBA, college hoops, NHL. Or Sunday, NFL will be the topic of the show on Sunday. All right, James, have a great night. We'll talk real soon here on the recap.
All right, see y'all here in a few minutes, guys. Good luck, everybody, and let's cash some tickets.
Let's cash some tickets. James Clark here on the Drive Thru. All right, Chris, we should be at our goal.
Yes, we are. It's 155 at last check, so we do have some plays for you guys coming up in the recap.
All right, I think I see now 163 if my number is correct. But all right, let's continue on here. Wait, we can still appreciate the likes. Keep them coming up, and we'll continue on here on the show. And now it's time for my pick. After my pick, we'll do the recap. So if you missed any of the plays, we do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Of course, James Clark will help us out. I'll also get those bonus picks from me from Chris as well as James Clark. So let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. I'm going to go to college hoops for tonight. Let's bring up my game here. Iowa State hosting Iowa. Iowa now up to a 5-point favorite. Total sits here at 151. I'm going to be on the home dog here with Iowa State here at plus the 5 points. And you know, one thing to note here with this Iowa State team, they are one of the more improved teams this year. When you've seen the notable wins they have on neutral courts to Xavier, Memphis, they come off a true road win at Creighton, and they're defending teams, holding teams to 39% shooting, 26% from three, and they're shooting the ball well. Now, Iowa opened up their Big Ten conference, and the bad defense that we've talked about, well, it showed up in their losses to Purdue and Illinois. They give it 43% shooting here from beyond the arc, and high shooting percentages overall did the Iowa Hawkeyes. And in this spot, I'm going to take the home dog, Chris, because again, I'm not a big fan of this defense here from Iowa, especially when they're on the road. We saw it here in Big Ten action.
And Tony, we also, maybe mention the obvious here. It is an in-state rivalry. The Iowa Hawkeyes get the recognition as maybe Big Brother, but Iowa State looking like a different team than the one we saw that went, what was it, like 0-18 in Big 12 play last year. So definitely, I like the value of Iowa State here. I told you before the show, I was looking at the over. I think this is just going to be a high-scoring track meet. I think one team gets into the 80s, maybe one into the 70s here, but definitely I like this one to go over, and I lean towards Iowa State in the points.
All right, Iowa State +5 here against Iowa. This one will have a start time of 9 p.m. Eastern time. This one you could watch over on ESPN2. Guys, check out Pick Dog Stream. I have a 3-pack right now. My best 3 plays tonight from the NFL, college hoops, and NBA with my 3-pack. I'm also part of the 2-for-1 cap promotion. You can match me up with Chris, with James Clark, Big Al McMordie, Little Al, of course, Alex Smart. 2-for-1 cap promotion, your best value over at Pick Dog Stream. You can also match me up with Rod Zawacki. Rod Zawacki is on the chat room right now, and he's been posting plays up there. So if you give a visit to Rod Zawacki, give him a shout out, as I've seen him on the chat room right now. So let's continue on here on the show. Now it's time for the recap. Of course, James Clark will join us on the recap. We got to start here with Alex. He said take Colgate laying the 3.5 against Pitt. Big Al McMordie, Spurs -2 against the Nuggets. Tony Brown was on the Ducks -110 against the Blue Jackets. Al Ninos, Jazz -3 against 76ers. Chris was on Grizzlies, Lakers under 223.5. James Clark, Steelers moneyline +150 against the Vikings. Yours truly, Iowa State +5 against Iowa. We'll start with Chris. Chris, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I got to go with Alex Smart and Colgate -3.5 against Pittsburgh. Like I said, I think Pittsburgh's probably the worst Power 6 team in the country this season.
All right, let's go on over to James. James, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I'm going to go with yours here, Tony. Iowa State getting 5 points against the Iowa team. Have struggled lately here, like against some of the bigger teams in Iowa State. Like I said, getting 5 points. Started out 3 and then or 4. Now it's up to 5. I love this pick. Iowa State getting 5 points.
All right, and I'll go with Al McMordie with the Spurs lane 2 here against the Nuggets. All right. We got to our Lyco. Let's get your plays for you. We'll start with Chris.
Well, so my first one tonight, I love the value that we're getting with Justin Jefferson as an anytime touchdown scorer. You can get anywhere from even money. You may have to lay a bit at minus 125, but I think that this is a surefire bet tonight. Because you look, a short week for the Vikings, and then no Adam Thielen like we mentioned earlier. I think that just means increased workload, increased targets for Justin Jefferson, who almost looks like there is no team that could cover him right now. That's how good he has been playing. And, I just think that the Steelers secondary has been banged up. The Steelers defense not as vaunted as it once was. And like I said, I think Justin Jefferson takes advantage tonight. I'm going to take Justin Jefferson as an anytime touchdown scorer. Like I said, do your line shopping anywhere from even money to minus 125. You also take him his first touchdown at plus 450.
All right, that's Chris with his play. Let's go over to James.
Guys, you look at this first touchdown, Najee Harrison is the first one you think of, or Dante Johnson. But don't forget about Chase Claypool. That's who I like tonight. Plus 1,100, guys. He's still always a threat down the field. I know he ain't had too many touchdowns this season because Ben's went to Johnson a lot or handed it off to Harris. But I like Chase Claypool to score the first touchdown tonight, guys. With this awesome value, I think the Vikings will be keying in on those two, and then Claypool wide open for the first touchdown of the game.
All right, that's James Clark here with his Thursday Night Football prop. We appreciate that from both James Clark and from Chris Ruffolo. All right, let's bring in the crew here. We'll get back to our screen. And just remind you guys, be sure to tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. each time. We'll do this all over again. We'll have 8 cappers booked on the show, giving out live free sports picks for the games in prime time. Of course, it'll all get started with that morning show. Monday through Friday, it is 11 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler, and Joe Madden. And of course, tomorrow I'll be on the Mitch show. We do a show about 3:30 Eastern time. It's football heavy there. We'll cover NFL as well as college football, a little bit more possibly. But tune in on the channel here at 3:30 Eastern time on Friday. Of course, we're back here with the Drive Thru at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We mentioned the morning crew, right? They're also part of that VIP YouTube members channel right now. Follow the link below, I should say. Sign up for that. YouTube members VIP premium picks from the morning crew over on YouTube. All right, let's bring in the crew tonight. We're going to wave good night, everybody. Have yourself a great night, and we will talk with you guys.